This meeting is being recorded.
Good morning, everyone. Now, how are you all? Fine, good. So today we will see our Angular one more time, like what is Angular and all the things, and we'll start the basic. If offline anyone have systems, if offline anyone have systems, laptops, open it. Okay, and I will go it like line by line, and the people who are not having just note it down. Okay, those things also will help you. Till now in the TypeScript, I just mentioned in the GitHub, sir. In GitHub, everything we have discussed is there. Okay. Don't worry, while doing it, you will get more and more TypeScript. I just want to introduce you what is TypeScript. We just had an introduction of TypeScript, but you will understand more and more later. Don't worry. Now, I'm good online. Thank you, ma. Let's see here. Let's create a folder. Angular. Inside this, I will create a folder for code. And I will create a folder for notes. Inside the notes, let's start intro. We know this, but still we are going to do these things first. What is Angular? Quickly we'll repeat this all things we have discussed in the initial classes. The first day I told you what is Angular and all those things. I'm repeating it for you. Even for anyone comes today only, listen to this, you will get it. No worries. Angular is a JavaScript framework and developer platform used to build single page applications and progressive web apps. Single page applications and progressive web apps like WhatsApp app, Instagram app, kind of things. Okay. Now, Angular is introduced, is developed and maintained by Google. Google. Second one. What is the difference between Angular and Angular JS? Angular JS uses JavaScript developed by Google in 2010. Angular uses TypeScript developed by Google in 2012. I hope online are also getting the point. Okay. When I'm writing the sentences, if you are not understanding what I wrote, also you can ask ma. Okay. You can write it in your own words also. Okay. The major difference between the Angular and Angular JS is Angular uses TypeScript. TypeScript is developed by the Microsoft. Angular is not developed by Microsoft. Angular is done by the Google only. TypeScript is developed by Microsoft. Microsoft. Next. Next one. What is the difference between React and Angular? I will upload this whole thing into the GitHub, don't worry. But still, if you are writing it with me so that you will remember it. Okay, for that case only I am making you write it. Okay, ma? Okay. Notes writing is always a good habit. Where is your books? Right, Ray? That's why I am saying it. Okay, yeah, good. Now, React, React is a JavaScript library, whereas Angular is a JavaScript framework. Framework. React uses one-way data binding. Angular uses two-way data binding. React uses other packages for different purposes. Angular has an architecture and will complete the application without other packages. Any doubt, sir? No. Next. Last but not least, what is the difference between library and framework? These things only will be discussed in the previous first class, ma, and I'm gonna repeat it. These things only for you. What does it mean by data binding? Means data transfer. One component to another component, data will be transferred. I will tell you what is that. Don't worry. In Angular, we will get that chapter data binding. At the time, I will explain you clearly. Okay. Library is a pre-written pre-written code used for specific purpose. Framework is a complete package of architecture can be used for can be used for multiple purposes. Someone is saying it like which type of architecture in Angular will present. Here only Python people are there or .NET also there? .NET also there, na? MVC architecture will be there in Angular. Okay. And I will tell you for the Python people also what is that MVC. Don't worry, you will get it very easily. .NET will understand it easily, MVC बोले तो. Good. Any doubts in this? Any doubts till now? No. Yes, model view controller only. MVC model view, not coordination control. But here we have different with model and view. Here actually model and controller are same. I will show you. I will show you how these things will work. Mhm. Now, next one. I hope till now no doubts now. Good. Let's start the main point of today. What we are going to learn: installation Angular. People who are having systems, open it, sir. Not having, please note it down. Installation. You must have already installed Node.js npm, because Node.js, why we are installing npm we need. For your kind information, already we have done npm install, sir. To install the TypeScript, I downloaded the Node.js, and while installing TypeScript only, I showed you how to install Node.js and all. Okay, Node.js and npm is mandatory. For that only you will install them. Now, go to command prompt, go to cmd, type following commands: npm install -g, npm install -g @angular slash CLI. npm install -g @angular slash CLI. To check whether Angular installed correctly or not, we can use we can use we can use ng-v command. Then version will Oh. if you write n if you write ng-v, you will get the version. If you get the version means it's correct. If you are not getting the version means it is not installed properly. Okay, you don't need to give dash for ng actually. And someone asked a nice question, what is CLI? Command line interface actually. Now why we are installing command line interface? Actually we need Angular now? No. Angular use this is just a note. Angular use command line interface to create or to generate or to delete or update any of its components directives. I will tell you what is components, directives and all, etc. Okay, all the things whatever it need, whatever you want. Sir, within double see out is it is mandatory. I'm not getting it, ma. Sir, within double quotation, you are saying it. Dekho, I just put double quotation just to highlight it. Double quotations are not mandatory when you are typing it. Okay, you should not put double quotation. Now, Angular actually, if you wanna create a new folder, new file, how do you create? You will directly create it, na? But in Angular, if you write it in command prompt, some command, automatically a new project in Angular will be created. If you want to create a new project, inside the new project, new component or new directive, anything, you will use command prompt only. This technique of this technique of using command prompt for everything is called scaffolding. Is called scaffolding. Okay. So in Angular, everything you wanna create, you will use command prompt only. That is why first you need to install that command prompt, which is Angular slash CLI, npm install dash slash CLI. And this technique of writing it in command prompts by giving commands, you get whatever you want is called scaffolding. Note it down. Note down, Ray. Hmm. Scaffolding it is. Is it clear? Now I will install it. Take this command, open command prompt, type this npm install. You can see that npm install. Why did you put dash g, sir? Global. If you remember in TypeScript also, I put the dash g. Dash g means global. It will only install the Angular and it depends on your internet speed. Can you see that it is installed, ma? Now, but sir, how do you know that whether it is correctly installed or not? ng space v. ng space v. Normally, if you are using anything, you will put dash v. But here ng is having it only v. If you write it, sir, you will get a thing like this. See, when I write ngv, I got it something like this. Angular CLI. What is the Angular I installed? 18.2.3. What is the current version? 18. Angular 18. And then Node.js, I have it like 20. And package manager, NPM, I have it like 10.8. Windows with 32 and 64-bit. And these are the versions of Angular architecture and core. These things by default will be installed. NG means Angular. A shortcut है. Angular का shortcut NG बोलते. That's why I said NGV. Now onwards we'll say NG only. NG means Angular. Any doubts? Okay. Someone is getting an error. NPM is not recognized as an internal or external command. That means Node.js is not there in your system. NPM is not recognized means Node.js is not there. So you should first install the Node.js now. If you are not having Node.js, I already told you in TypeScript only, but still I'm showing it to you. Go to nodejs.org website, download. I'm downloading Node.js, pre-built installer, download it, download it. Now, Neha is getting a warning like the current version of Node is not supported by Angular. Okay, you downloaded node, bigger node 21, 22. Don't download the big nodes. Download always LTS support. See, there is something called 21.73 also. Actually, what is the current Node.js? Current Node.js 22.8. But always go with LTS. LTS bole to long term support. You should give it the LTS one only. So my point is, if you are getting it warning like you already installed something bigger one, first uninstall that Node.js. Okay, uninstall. How do you uninstall anything, sir? If you type it here, uninstall in settings, uninstall programs will be there. Add or remove control panels. Now here, select what you wanna uninstall. If I write it here Node.js, that Node.js will come. First uninstall it. Remove it from your system's environment variables and all, and restart your system once. And after you restart it, check it Node.js is it working or not. If it is not working, then go for again installing it. Is it clear, Neha? Is it clear, Neha? Yes. Second one by one, I will answer it. Just a minute, ma. Next, Yogesh got one. Yogesh got one error like npm notice new manage version. In that case, Yogesh, use this. Try that one. They gave you one command na npm install dash g npm at the rate 10.8.3. Type it. You automatically will go for that. Okay, try it. Now someone is saying it like is ts is mandatory to install for TypeScript. No, not needed. Okay, not needed. Yogesh, you just type that one, you will get it. Is it mandatory for me? Yes, it is mandatory. Uh, do that. Okay, online is screen is coming. Online you can see the screen, right? Online, can you see my screen? Yeah. Okay, now you can install this Node.js. It will be visible again. Okay, now next. Good. Someone is getting git error. Check it. What is that unknown git error? Okay. Now, one second. Please tell delete process. If you wanna delete any application, always write it here and install. Even in settings, if you know settings, you are fine. You will get add or remove thing. Control panel will open. In that, just uninstall. Select whatever you want. Select it. Click here uninstall. It will be uninstalled. Okay. Yeah. Then okay. Go here. What is the command you write? npm install dash g at the rate angular CLI. Okay. And ng space v. Offline, how many of you are having systems now? Do it with now. What about remaining people, Ray? You guys not having laptops? If you have it, bring it now. I told you to bring your laptops, right or not? Because you will get confused, ma. Initial first 3 4 days, I want everyone to bring it and try. Because once you understand architecture, remaining thing is very easy. Some people are getting good. Now, Yogesh is getting error, npm install dash g, npm error, not compatible with your version of node or npm. First, update the node or do one thing. Yogesh, uninstall this node, uninstall this node because they are asking it like they want node greater than 20, but you are having it like only 16. Okay. So first download the node, download node and then install it and then try it. Okay. It will work. Someone is asking it like what is npm fund? npm fund bole to if any errors are there, that npm fund will tell you what are coming. Your screen is off. Oh, okay. Internet issue, I think. Even till now, I'm not getting it. Online, can you hear me now? Yes, yes. Same thing, same thing. For me also, you guys broke. Good. Yeah. Okay. Error. Huh? Read it, Ray, darling. Ah, okay. Let's see. Sir, if I uninstall npm, do I need to install Angular again? No, no need. It is just to install it npm. That's it. Right only. Internet is not there, Ray. Connect your internet, Ray, when you are downloading. But installing Angular, na, it has to find Angular, na. Connect your internet before you install it, sir. Ah, no, Ray. Good. Next, every one installation procedure, I have mentioned it here. Okay. If someone is having it Node.js of 16 or any another, please, update it, download it again, minimum 18th version and NPM of 10. Okay. Now, yeah. If any errors are there, let me know. I will tell you. Daya, if you are getting unknown Git error, tell me that error. Like, just type it. Yeah. What error? Internet is there. That's why I told you guys to bring it. Imagine you listened and you went and home and you got these errors. How much big it would be? Git error, an unknown Git error. Please complete. Open it. Simple. You have in your system Git. Huh? An unknown Git error. Why? I will check it with this. What is that unknown Git error? Okay. Now. Okay. Now, most people it is installed, ma. I'm gonna go with that, but still your errors are valid. Someone got a Git error. I will check with it. What is the problem in it? Now, let's start it, sir. Go here, everyone. Please see how I'm doing it. How to start a first Angular file. Start first Angular application. I'm starting the first Angular application. Go to VS Code. Open a specific folder. Go to terminal. In VS Code only terminal will be there. Go to specific folder in the terminal. Go to VS Code and open a specific folder, everyone. And go to terminal and open a specific folder. How do you open it, sir? How do you go to a specific folder? CD bole to change directory. Using CD command. You know, CD bole to change directory. How do you go it? I will show you. See, now I am inside. See, total I am inside one folder. Inside that folder, you have two folders, Angular and TS. Inside the Angular, again two folders, code and notes. Inside the code, I want to install. Inside the code, I want to install. Now, first go to first go to terminal here, new terminal, terminal here, new terminal, again terminal, new terminal, open it. And when you open new terminal, sir, mostly PowerShell will be opened. PowerShell will be opened. You can see it here. It is a PowerShell. Can you see here one arrow is there? If you click on this arrow, you will get multiple options. If you click in this arrow, you will get multiple options. I am clicking on this arrow, and click here command prompt. Command prompt. Again, what I did till now, go here, terminal, new terminal, and I get it by default PowerShell, but I don't want it. So click in this arrow, open a command prompt. Okay. Now, but command prompt, which folder I am in? 730 Angular. Which folder I am in? 730 Angular. But which folder I want to go? First, I want to go inside the Angular, and then I want to go inside the code. So first Angular. So how do you go? CD Angular. What does it mean by CD? Change directory. Again, CD code. Then means code folder. Now I am inside the code folder now. Right or not? This is what I wrote here. Go to VS Code, open a specific folder, go to terminal, go to specific folder. This is what I wrote till now. Any doubts here? Online, anyone have doubts till now? Online, anyone have any doubts till now? No doubts. How did you get that code file? I get this code file because I created it. Empty folder, you can create it now. It's an empty folder I created. Now, good. Everyone write it here. One more time I'm telling it because some people are not getting it. They go here code folder. Don't get confused. I only created one empty folder. If you want it, like I can delete it and I can again go here. I can even delete that and again create it. It's not a big deal now. Go here. Resheti 730 Angular code delete. What is this? किधर है? Oh, okay. Now आ गया. Now see, I am opening it. First, I will open VS Code. VS Code here, file, open folder. This folder, whole folder I opened. Now, again, I'm opening this terminal and all. Please see it, ma. Click here, terminal, new terminal. After opening terminal, okay. Now, don't by default PowerShell will be opened, but click here and open command prompt. PowerShell and command prompt are not same. Okay, they look same, but they are not same. Okay, and I want you to open command prompt only. Why, sir? Sometimes Angular will give errors in the command prompt. Sorry, in the PowerShell. For me, in my system, it is working it fine, even PowerShell or command prompt. But in your system, it may not work. So that is why I'm saying it like just for a case, go with command prompt always. Okay. Now I am creating a code folder. See, code folder I deleted. Creating, click here, code folder I created. Okay. Now, even in Mac, same thing. Mac, you will have the similar prompt only. Okay. Now, terminal. Now go here. Here I will write it here cd angular cd code. I went inside the code folder. हो गया. Okay. Any doubts? Till opening the folder clear na? Now actual thing main thing. Now everyone देखो. See the command which I am writing it everyone. ng new. To create a new application write it here ng new. ng बोले तो Angular. Angular uses one technique called scaffolding. That means using the command only it can create the things. And for that it will use ng. ng बोले तो Angular. ng space new. I am creating a new application. ng space new space app name. You can write it whatever the name you like it. I am giving the name as first. Is it mandatory name has to be first? No. Name is your wish. You can give any name. ng space new space first. But the problem is Angular 18 will give you standalone application. In future, you will understand what does it mean by standalone application. But we are not using standalone applications. So I will write it here dash dash standalone equals to false. Angular by default from 17th version onwards, it is giving standalone applications and you don't want standalone. I will tell you what is standalone, don't worry. But until that, always remember ng new app name, ng new app name space dash dash standalone equals to false. This will create new application in the Angular. ng space new space app name space dash dash standalone equals to false. You have to do it in the folder whatever you want. Is it clear, ma? Now, okay, I will explain you. Actually, every component you will create some things called components in the Angular. Every component will be connected to one directive, one main guy will be there, module. Every component will be connected to module. That is how till Angular 16 used to be there. But now Angular 17 onwards, components become standalone. Standalone bole to independent. They are not connected to any module now. But we don't want it. I don't want Angular 17 and 18th version. I want it like how it looks like in 16th version only. If you want it like how it looks like in 16th version, you will put that standalone thing, you will make it as false. By default, it is true. Okay. Now, Aki, in my system also Angular 18th version only installed. That is why we are writing dash dash standalone. If your system is not having say 18th, if you are having 16, you don't need to do that also. But that is okay. Now, I mentioned in comments also the command. Please type it online. Standalone equals to false. See the options. You will get so many options, sir. When I first click on it, click. Now it will ask you question. Which style sheet you want? There are different kind of style sheets. You can use CSS for styling or SASS kind of one for styling or indented SASS or less. These all are style sheets only. Does anyone know SCSS, sir? मेरे वो CSS है वो भी CSS है. Okay, CSS with superpowers. Now you can use any kind of style sheets like this, but we are not using it. We will use slowly. In one application, I will show you what is that SCSS and all. But you all know CSS, na? Yeah, I am selecting CSS. Enter. CSS. Enter. Do you want server-side rendering? No, I don't want any server-side rendering. What is server-side rendering bole to? Normally, sir, normally there will be two things. One is called client, one is called server. Client and server. Client is your browser. Client requests the server. Server will respond HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Client only combine that HTML, CSS, JavaScript into the browser. This is how it works. Browser only combine them. But recent technology is like server only combines this whole HTML, CSS, and will give you direct website only. So that any person with less internet also will load the website very fastly. Okay, your website will load fastly if you are having it that. But problem is server load will increase. Okay, but anyway, I don't want this all because I don't know this all. I don't want it all because we have not discussed all. Select no. What are the options are? First one CSS, second one no. First one CSS, second one no. Go here no. Only CSS select ma. Second one no. Now Someone, Farhan Khan, got one answer like, would you like to share pseudonym data with Google? Select yes. Select yes, ma. Now it will take time, sir. It depends on your internet speed. It will take time and it is installing. You can see that it is installing package and all. You don't need to do anything. It will only do it all. Someone is getting an error. Ng is not recognizable. That means Angular is not installed. Or use command prompt. If it is already installed, use command prompt. Check it first ng space v. Select CSS ma. Select CSS and type no. How? Lavanya, select CSS and Durga Madhav. Try it like command prompt. Open command prompt. Click here. See here arrows and check it command prompt and check it ngv is there or not. Okay. You don't need any previous class. My everything I explained in this class only, Durga Madhav. Now for me showing like this, Lavanya. I told you na select CSS, Lavanya. Sir, in path code is folder or file. I am creating a folder, not file. Now, देखो, everything is installed. Packages installed successfully. Can you see that? Packages installed successfully. Now, let me clear CLS cleared. Now, go down. Let me show you what is installed. Everyone see this left side. Inside the code. Can you see here where my files will be installed? Code. Inside code. Inside code. See how many folders are there? Only one folder. What is that name? First. Inside the first folder, your whole application is installed. Why it is named as first only? Because you said ng new first app name. Whatever the app name you said, with that app name, one folder will be created automatically. And inside that app folder, now see what is what there. I will explain you what is what line by line because once you understand them and tomorrow you will do actual Angular code. Okay. Farhan Khan is asking it like how again tell how to select CSS. Array if you press arrow keys down for down arrow, up for up arrow, click enter, select it, enter, click enter. Now, देखो here, what is what I will tell you. What is what I will tell you. We'll start from last. What is the last file? tsconfig. See, three tsconfigs are there. Three tsconfigs are there. Now I will write it here. Folder structure. Structure. First one, tsconfig. If you remember, see tsconfig file in normal also. In normal also, we have seen tsconfig file. We changed the module system, if you remember, in tsconfig. What is tsconfig? I said it sets rules to TypeScript compiler. Before TypeScript compiler converts TypeScript into JavaScript, something will put rules to the TypeScript compiler, that is tsconfig. But you have it three tsconfigs here. tsconfig.json is the main tsconfig file. tsconfig.app.json is tsconfig file for only app. See, You can actually create in one application only multiple applications. We are not using it now. Actually, you can create multiple applications also. For each application, one TS config app.json will be created. Only for each separate app, this is that. Main TS config for whole project. This is for whole project. Now, next, TS config dot spec dot JSON. Specification files, specification files, TS file, config file is for testing. Always specific dot spec in Angular dot spec files are for testing. Dot spec files are for testing. We will have a unit test also here. Dot spec files are for the testing. Sir, screen came zoom, not getting normal screen. Control minus ray, Farhan Khan. So you have a TTS config file, but what is the use of any TS config? Any TS config uses TypeScript config file means TypeScript compiler rules. It will set rules to TypeScript compiler. Okay. When TypeScript compiler is compiling TypeScript into JavaScript, what rules it will follow? .json file rules for whole project, app.json for only application, or spec.ts is JSON for testing. Is for testing. Now next, readme.md. It is for instructions. Huh? Yeah, you can put actually. We are not creating it now, but once we do it, command line will be there. Workspace. Here we are creating complete Angular app na. In future I will do it like after some 1 2 days I will do it one program we will do it like that. Why I am saying it like is, if I do it directly that one, it will get confused these people. So once you are familiar with this architecture, I will show you multiple also. Okay. Now here readme.md, it is for instructions ma, because readme.md file is for your purpose. Like tomorrow someone sees my Angular code and they should understand what to do, what to type and all na. For that they will write one instruction file, readme file. Okay, where is my Angular, everything they will give you commands and all. If you want you can use it, or if you delete and you can put your own commands also, only for human readable purpose. This is not having any use. Okay. Now someone is saying it like, sir, it is asking about would you like to share pseudonyms? Press yes, ma. Oshaswini. Press yes. For me also it will say later. I will say it yes. Now next. After readme. Can you see here one file is there, package.json? Most important file of Angular, not only Angular, in React also, is package.json. It is the metadata of your project. What does it mean by metadata? The data about data means like, what is your app name first? What is the current version of your app? Who created this app? Where did they store this app? What are the packages you installed in this app? What are the codes you will use in this app? Everything about your details will be inside one thing called package.json. Why it is important, sir? Even if tomorrow any file is deleted in your package, in your thing also, any node modules or any packages got problem also, with the package.json, everything will be updated. If you have package.json, anything can be done. Okay. It's like a list. Imagine you went to DMart. Okay. There is one store of DMart. You went to DMart and you just, saw some items. Now, you just take a cart and you just put all your items into your cart. Okay. Now, all the items were there in your cart. Now, after all of that, you just put your cart somewhere and suddenly someone took your cart. Imagine someone took your cart. Now, it will be so much trouble for you. Why? Because again, you have to remember what you have put, right or not? But imagine you have a list of all the items you put. If someone take your cart also, it's not a big deal because you already know what are the items you need to put, right? Similarly similarly for my Angular application, everything I need, they will write in one cart, which is node modules. Inside the node modules only, all this Angular will be installed. But what if someone take this cart? Boleto, what if someone deleted this cart? i'm going it here I'm going it here. I am deleting node modules. Node modules is the main file. What if someone deleted that main file, which contains so many, files? Our Angular is installed in that main things. But still, I opened VS Code. Now, if I wanna see, if I want to see node modules, it is not there. So you cannot run your Angular application now. Now, how to do this, sir? If you go to that specific folder, cd Angular, cd code. Now, if you write it here, npm install, in case it is just a case I'm telling you. In case if node modules is deleted, if you write it here, npm install. Sir, normally if you want to install TypeScript, you will say npm install TypeScript. If you want to install Angular, npm install Angular. But if you just write npm install, automatically it will install. But how it will know what to install, what not to install? The moment you write npm install, it will come to package.json, right? The main file. Either package.json contains all the files. See, package.json knows what files you already added. Even though you delete that folder, package.json has everything. So if you ask it npm install, then automatically, if someone took your cart and if you say it like I want cart again, and if you have a list, all the items in that list will come. It's not a big deal. Is it clear, ma? Same thing. That is the importance of package.json. Now, if I do this again, it will install all the things. Okay. But npm install, why it is not installed? Npm install. It should install. Npm audit fix dash false. Okay, something node modules servers are wrong. Some versions are wrong, I think. It should install, Ray. Why it is not working? It. Sure, no worries. But basically, it will install it, sir. Now, someone is saying it like the package JSON is in the first tab. Array, that is correct, Ray. Sir, package.json is inside the first. I am going with the code. No, I should go inside the first. Someone said it right. You need to go to the first app. Perfect. Change directory to first. I have not checked that only, Ray. Now it will install correctly. I am inside that. Now it will install. Okay. Yeah. हो गया. Clear. Now next one, sir. Next one. This is the package.json. It will contain all the things. Now package lock.json. Lock.json. It is the metadata about package.json. Everything is package, everything is the metadata. Like normally your whole application is inside the package.json, but detail about package.json is inside the package log.json. Like package.json will tell you like this. Package.json told me I installed RxJS. What is the version? 7.8. That's it. But package log.json will tell, okay, you installed RxJS now. From where did you install RxJS? Okay, I installed something from this particular link. And what is the GitHub repository for that? What is the version you installed? What is that link? Everything in detail about each and everything is installed in another place. Imagine you have a list. Imagine you have another list where that list is saying it like, for example, in the first list it is saying it like Maida 500 grams, and in the second list it is saying it like where to go and find the Maida also. It's like whereabouts. If you know, medical shop people will do this. Medical shop people will keep something somewhere, and again they will write an another list where they placed where were items. Okay, you got my point, right? Okay, those kind of things you can try it, sir. Here, that is the package log.json. Now for Angular, whole Angular settings are inside Angular.json. Angular settings. If you want to go with any Angular file settings, you will go. Settings are here, are inside the Angular.json. 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 Now, Esther, if you get it, just click yes, Esther. Yes, yes. Next, dot git ignore. Git ignore bole to, if you are uploading this whole thing into GitHub, Git, which file you wanted to ignore them. Okay, like for example, I write one file, Ray, which is having secret keys passwords. When I upload my application to GitHub, I don't want this file to include in that GitHub. Okay, only in my local host that file will be there. That is what you will put it in the git ignore. Okay, these files are ignored by Git. These files are ignored by Git. Next, editor config. It balances multiple editors, multiple editors for a single application. Imagine you are doing one application, Ray, and this application is shared with all people. Like, imagine we all are doing same application, and with one GitHub repository, we all are connected. Now you are also doing the same website. I am also doing it. Like we all are collaborated. You are doing one part. I am doing one part in the same application. Now we are doing it. You may use VS Code. Another person may use Sublime Text Editor. Another person may use Notepad++. I may use some another code editor. But application should be same in all. Na? Application should work in same all. Na? That editor config will keep it balance. Okay. Now Esther, you have to place yes. Esther, sorry, Esther, no. Esther, no. I'm sorry. Esther, no. I don't know whether he. If you press S also कुछ नहीं होता, but no, it is. Esther, no, it is. Next. Till now, any doubt, sir? But actually, where is our main file is inside the SRC. Okay. I will tell you what is public and node modules, but I will not tell you what is SRC, which I will discuss tomorrow. Okay. Now we will see public. This is a folder for public. Usually images will be kept for images or robots. We will keep it here. That means whatever directly accessible, you will keep it in the public. And then node modules. All all packages are stored here. If you are using Angular or anything, are actually stored inside the node modules only. If I install Bootstrap, it will install in the node modules. If I install TypeScript, it will install in the node modules. Now, this is the overview of what is what. Tomorrow, my first app, I will show you SRC. I will run it. I will show you output. I will even, do our own app in the first. Okay. I want you to understand till now what we did and just install your Angular and try your first app. Okay. In case you get it any errors, also bring that, tell me. Okay. Most of the errors are very simple. Just if you place it in Google, also it will go with that. Whatever it is coming, yes or no for that. If you say everything yes, also kuch nahi hota. Just go with it. Okay. Now I am just going here. I am just uploading this whole into the GitHub, sir. Someone is saying it like after creating folder, what to do, tell once. Once you create a folder, go to the terminal. Again, I gave you whole commands. I will do it one more time, don't worry. I am giving you GitHub link one more time. Yesterday I gave you, but still I will give you one more time. You can use it, sir. Okay. Get. Someone is saying it like Google Classroom link. Did we create a Google Classroom? No. Once I created a Google Classroom, I will share you. But until that, you see the notes in the GitHub. Okay. It is fine whether GitHub or Google Classroom. Just check it. Okay. Until I created that, see the GitHub ma. Okay. Now this is the point. I'm gonna give the link one more time. See this link. Everything will be there inside. Okay. Akash Laddu, how to download? What to download, Re? If you, sir, you don't need to download anything. GitHub is like Google Drive and GitHub are actually same. Okay. It is just to store the folders. You will open this link. Just you open this link only. I gave you one link, open the link. You don't need to have any GitHub only. If you open in incognito, it will open. Simple. And then go to Angular folder and check it on whatever the folder file is there and read the notes. That's it. Right? Go here and read it. Okay. Yeah. That's it for today. Thank you all and we'll meet you tomorrow. Ma. All commands are there inside. Jaya Surya, you can type it, sir. Thank you all, ma. Thank you.